From the ancient depths of the forest in the heart of the Canadian Shield, I bid you good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be across the world's 25 time zones. Somewhere drifting in the illusion of space and time, you found your way here. Welcome to the Circle of Mystics. I'm your guide, Richard Tracy. And tonight, we're going to be discussing psychic abilities, intuitive gifts, and 3 powerful ways that you can boost your confidence in your abilities and psychic skills quickly. And once again, I'm Richard Tracy, the founder, owner, operator, and visionary Circle of Mystics. And I help mystics, psychics, and spiritual seekers gain confidence in their intuitive abilities, acquire new techniques, and master their psychic skill set. Today, I'm going to share with you a quick story. I remember when I was not feeling very confident with my psychic skills and intuitive abilities. 10 years ago, I was deeply depressed, suffering, struggling. Every day was a big struggle. I was being bullied at work, I felt unfulfilled in my life, and my health was in bad shape. To keep a long story short, this daily suffering acted as a catalyst for my Kundalini awakening. And for those that are not aware, a Kundalini awakening, it's like having a million motivational speakers filled with spiritual energy surging through your body. And my psychic abilities came online after this strongly and never left. They were always there. I was always highly intuitive and a highly sensitive person growing up, but it was like they came online super strongly. The 4 primary clairs: clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance. And I had the ability to channel, and I was seeing. Clairvoyance comes in different forms. Anyway, we'll get into those later. But that's the key thing to take away, is that the Kundalini energy was just like a very strong shooting sensation that started at the base of the spine and then ascended all the way up to the top of my crown chakra. But even though I was having strong clairaudient and clairvoyant experiences at that time, I still doubted the messages that I was getting. I was convinced the voice I would hear was just like my own thoughts in a way, or that the visions were just my imagination. I found a pagan society actually, of like-minded people where I could share about my experiences and psychic abilities. And I started to practice readings there. I started with palm readings, and then I would just do these intuitive readings with people. And I would get these, even just now, recounting and reciting this and just seeing white flashes that kind of come through. But I would get these flashes of insight, and I still doubted what I would receive. And I would feel too afraid to speak up out of fear of being inaccurate or just being judged, or that I was making it all up. So I was having imposter syndrome, and I really wanted to transition from the restaurant industry to giving, professional readings. All of that changed when I did these 3 things. I started a meditation practice. I was meditating for 20 minutes twice a day, every day. And I started to notice results very quickly. The daily meditation practice not only improved my psychic abilities, but it also transformed my overall sense of well-being. It made me feel more balanced, empowered, and in tune with myself. Today, I can't imagine my life without meditation. And during one specific meditation, I received a vivid impression about my grandfather who had passed away. And a week later, I received a package in the mail with memorabilia that my grandfather had gifted me. And that was like a cherry on a Sunday. But it really boosted my confidence with that specifically, because that meditation was designed to call in at a specific sign, and it was also like something that would be from a family member. I was like, that meditation was specifically designed to call in a sign from a family member that had passed on. I attended a workshop on developing psychic skills, and I met a respected psychic mentor, and she was able to give me some advice and insight on how I could improve my abilities. We did a specific chakra opening meditation and incorporated some tools, and then she asked me to do a quick reading for her student, and the clarity was incredible, and the connection was so much clearer. And the mentor, she praised my accuracy and insight, pointing out specific details that were particularly impressive. It was at that moment when I realized that having someone to mentor and coach me would be a huge shortcut to success. I accurately predicted a significant job promotion for someone which I had no knowledge of, and this inspired them to take different actions in their life, and they came back months later to tell me that they got the promotion and they wanted to give a testimonial. And I noticed that when I started to stack all these positive reviews and to have that reinforcement, that was when I was focused on all the things that were going well. And then I started to attract more opportunities that bolstered my confidence. In addition to actually practicing, that's the key. In addition to actually practicing, the other thing that really helped me was, studying. I'm a huge bookworm, and I got a stack of books that's easily 2 feet right over here next to my computer. In fact, I'll put it in a screenshot. But I love learning, and I started reading lots of books and doing the exercises contained in those books, and those were also a significant factor contributing to building my confidence. At the time, I noticed a direct correspondence between using nutrition for intuition and having a whole food plant-based diet was something that was a critical component anyway, that acted as a catalyst for me with really amplifying, because it was really cleansing to the chakra system. And when your chakra system is very cleansed and clean and they're working properly, one of the ways you do that is through having a cleaner diet. But I'm going to bring it back, and there were others. So anyway, I started reading lots of books and doing the exercises contained in those books. And there were also that was also a significant factor contributing to building my confidence. And certain authors, such as Kimberly Moon, Marie Silva, the Bihar School of Yoga books, Frank Rudolph, and of course his other classics too, like Doreen Virtue. And the name is escaping me right now, but it's called How to Make ESP Work for You. But those are a few. And also too, another thing I noticed that was a recurring theme through those books, they all mentioned the importance of the chakra system and how critical it was to have a meditation practice too, where you would work on visualizing your chakras spinning and improving the energy flow, because one of the best ways that you can improve the energy flow in your body, or like psychic energy or intuitive insights or anything like that, is through breath work and meditation. Because the clearer and the more that you could focus your mind like a laser beam, and if you can really control your breath with intention, it works like prana, right? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I was finding all of these resources. I was doing I was studying, I was doing the practices, and that began to stack. And so I was stacking all these positive experiences, the continued learning through spaced repetition, consistent daily practice, learning from mentors, and meditation. I have created indisputable proof that feeds the confidence there. And if I can do it, you can do it too. The key is to be consistent. It's just like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. And practicing psychic skills daily is like watering a plant to help it grow. And by focusing on your abilities every day, you show the universe that you're committed to improving. And this attracts more energies and opportunities to enhance your skills. Over time, this practice strengthens your abilities and aligns you with intuitive energies, making your psychic insights clearer and more accurate. It can be as simple as pulling a single tarot card a day. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, a single tarot card, and studying that card, right? And there's also different ways that you can approach that too with just a single card pull. You can notice the way that it makes you feel, right? And you can see, what is it that I notice when I look at the imagery? Does it elicit something and how I feel? Do I notice the imagery on it? Is there something that's very striking in the visual imagery? Does it act as a catalyst, and do I begin to see a movie internally in my mind? Something like that happens. Or do I see a correspondence that builds by looking at the card, and then there's sound? Do I see water on the card, for example, and then all of a sudden I start to begin to hear waves or things like of that nature? Or do I all of a sudden just get an idea of some kind, and something that's totally out of my normal baseline? But yeah, being intentional, and sometimes just, you can be intentional about it, and at the same time you can also just let the insight come in. Another thing that's very key is keeping a journal designated to your psychic experiences, and that will help you to track your progress. You can observe milestones, breakthroughs, and notice patterns, and you can also see what works and what needs some brushing up on. The other thing that's incredible about having the journal is it acts as the equivalent of a post-hypnotic suggestion. And that tells your brain, yes, I want to become more confident in my psychic abilities. Yes, I want to have more of these experiences. For those that are not aware, a post-hypnotic suggestion, let's just, for example's sake, say we were to go into a hypnosis session. And then when you're in that hypnosis session, the hypnotist gives you a command saying, whenever I'm outside of this session, I'm always going to notice seeing that red car, and whenever I see that red car, it's going to bring me joy when you're in that state. And it programs your subconscious mind so that when you're out of that experience, every single time you have that red car, you begin to feel happy, right? It's the same concept in this situation when you're documenting your psychic experiences like that. You begin to build awareness around it, but you also that you're inviting more of that energy in. So there's the logical component to it, right? But also too, on a metaphysical type of spiritual aspect here too, the energy that you're putting out by setting that intention, you're inviting more of those experiences in. Yeah. Another thing, one of the other three, the third thing here about meditation. Okay. So meditation and the alpha brainwave frequency. Now, the importance of meditation cannot be emphasized enough. When we're able to get into the alpha brainwave frequency, this boosts our ability to receive intuitive messages by creating a calm and alert mind, reducing stress and mental noise. This state connects our conscious and subconscious minds, giving us access to deeper insights and heightened awareness. With better perception, we can pick up subtle cues more easily, making it simpler to trust our intuition. And that's a big deal. Practicing techniques to enter the alpha state regularly helps us tap into this intuitive flow, and it helps us to build confidence in our psychic abilities. If you're struggling to feel confident in your psychic abilities, if you're struggling with feelings of imposter syndrome, I can help you. I have a new client offer called the Psychic Confidence Power Up Package. You can unlock your true potential with the Psychic Confidence Power Package. Imagine conducting every reading with unwavering confidence, tapping into your inner psychic abilities and transforming your life. This expertly crafted package is designed to enhance your intuition, boost your self-assurance, and empower you on your psychic development journey. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. I have a free ebook called Secrets of Psychic Development, a quick start guide, and it can help you build confidence in your intuitive abilities. So click the link in the description and start building confidence in your psychic abilities now. And if you are looking for a psychic development mentor to help you master your psychic abilities, I would love to invite you to take advantage of my new client offer. So for a limited time and for the first 20 people to book in, I'm offering a whole hour of private one-on-one instructions via Zoom, as well as ongoing support through Messenger and access to my private resources and tools to help you become a confident, powerful psychic. You can book this by visiting the link in the description of this video or visiting the pinned post. And for a limited time as well, for the first 20 people, you're getting 50% off. It's normally $444. You get it for $222. There you have it. Thank you very much. Make sure you click the link.